Hey, what's going down? I'm Stein with Skinny Bones Project Studios, and this is the Skinny Up Close and Very Serious. If you didn't know, now you know. I got somebody fantastic and amazing. Is it okay if I touch you?
It's cool.
Okay. We got somebody fantastic and amazing here. We have moved the red couch off the set for now because I don't want to be sitting that close up to an artist. I want to give them their space so they can kind of stretch out and do their thing. But I'm gonna let him introduce himself to the camera. I just want to say thank you for joining Skinny.
No doubt. I appreciate you, Stein. Thank you for having me, man. It's an honor, pleasure to be here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are the big man on the Skinny. It's the one and only hook guy. That's HOOK Gxd.
Love to play on words. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. I love the look.
I appreciate it, man. You know, I do what I can. Yeah, you know, just a little, you know.
Big sexy. Did the wife have anything to do with that?
Nah, but she like how I did it, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Big sexy and
just
shit.
chilling.
So, they don't know. I know. Let me give you a brief story, guys, how I met this gentleman. We both have regular jobs, right? You
Facts.
know, in a day and age where people say having a regular job is kind of like a bad thing, but it actually helps, you know, for me to be able to afford to do shit like this.
Yeah.
So I met him. He's one of my biggest customers, and he happens to manage the restaurant. So I was in the back, and just in passing, just kind of talking to everybody, talking shit. And he was at the window just singing. He was at the expo window singing. And I was like, damn, this nigga can sing. You know, so I kind of leaned in and I just asked you about it. I said, hey, man, can you sing? And you were very humble. You downplayed it. But then we exchanged numbers that day.
Facts.
I think you came to the studio that night.
That night, yep.
And then the rest is history. So tell me a little bit about how you got started in music.
Man, so I fell in love with music as a jit, man, just being in my room, man, just going through CDs. You know, I was never really like big on TV.
Okay.
And a very key memory for me, man, I had to probably be like 4 years old. I remember you remember those big like chests that look like treasure trunks?
Yes, they
were like
trunks.
Right, the big old trunks, right? And I opened it up, and my dad actually used to do music. I come from a very like rich musical family.
Okay.
And man, I just found composition books full of lyrics and bags full of CDs. Probably the first CD I listened to was like this Boyz II Men album.
Okay.
And then Michael Jackson was shortly after that.
Okay.
And man, it just kind of took off from there, man.
But how did you know you had the skill set though?
So I honestly didn't know that I had the skill set for a long time. It was just something that I loved to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I was just singing. It wasn't until maybe like 4th grade back in Phoenix. They were starting a choir at the school because the school was really small.
Okay.
And so she was just auditioning some people. And she, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm down to do it. You know what I mean? Just a kid. I just love music.
Okay.
And she was like, sing something. And then I was like singing. And I was trying to sound like in a low register. And she was like, nah, like kind of sing in a higher pitch. She was like, kind of like a female. I was like, I don't want to sound like no girl. She's like, just try it.
Yeah.
And I started hitting notes, and she was like, "Yo."
Now I was gonna get you to sing.
I don't.
That's okay.
I don't actually. You know what I'm saying? But I just remember she made me sing in like a higher octave, and then it just went from there.
Okay.
The Spanish lady, man, she got me into singing, and I've been singing ever since, brother.
Okay. Cool.
Yep.
Now I did touch on it briefly. I said the music is not secular, right? So at what point did you decide to move from secular music to what you do perform now is considered more of a gospel thing, right?
So for me, one thing that I personally learned on my musical journey is like a lot of times when you're doing music, like when you start to get into the business aspect of music, you like start chasing hits. You're trying to put out what's catchy or what you feel like the person wants to listen to.
Okay.
Versus identifying with your voice as an artist.
Okay.
And so it took me a long time because I do consider myself to be talented, and people that I've worked with have considered me to be talented.
I definitely consider you to be talented, yeah.
No, and I appreciate it, you know, to find, okay, well, I can make this for them and this is what they like, but what is it that, you know, that's chill down my spine? What is it that resonates with the core of who I am? And it took me a minute to find that, and it was music that had more substance. It was music that had a heart and a pulse.
Right.
And not just something that just, you know, made you want to move. It was something that made you want to be still sometimes and think. And so those are the things that I identify with. So that's the music that I like to create. Even though I do like to still say, though, I'm not limited to any genre of music.
I was about to, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I feel like the industry tries to box you in and be like, oh, well, you know, this is secular and that's non-secular. I feel like music is music and your truth is your truth. if you out there, you know, on the streets, that's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't live that. I've done that. You know what I'm saying? I don't glorify that, but I have lived that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's just about finding your own voice, and I found mine for sure.
Well, that's good to know, man.
Yeah.
I was going to touch on, hey, are you in this particular spectrum and you don't want to move, out of that? Because I had some other artists on the show who hopefully at some point maybe you guys can do some collaboration because I think you're dope. I think they're incredibly dope.
Yeah.
But some of their music, I don't know that I've heard any that actually have a voice like yours on it, and I think the connection of you and this group would be amazing, man. This entity, this independent. So when did you start singing though?
Singing, man.
I mean,
look,
singing.
I'm gonna be real. So I didn't start singing, man, until I went to church. I'm gonna be real with you, man. Like some of the coldest singers that we know or singers we know came from church.
Church.
You know what I'm talking about? So it wasn't until I got into that forum where I really just started seeing like, man, like the passion. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody, man, I've seen some of the dopest singers I've ever, like to this date, bro. That probably will never be on the main stage.
Amazing vocalist.
In a church setting, bro. That were literally like,
vocalist.
Bro, I was just watching Sister Act 2 the other day, bro. No cap, right? For Thanksgiving. That Lauryn Hill part when she's in that church and she starts singing, oh my God, bro. Got me every time.
That's crazy.
You know, so yeah, that's when I was really getting inspired again. Like that kind of struck something where I started to notice the difference between like, okay, I'm singing and I'm enjoying this and I'm hitting some dope notes and yo, this sounds good. But it's like, it's something about how this makes me feel.
In terms of being an artist, right? Is it safe to say that you're an artist?
I'm an artist.
Okay, so how is your support system at home? How, because being an artist is hard.
No, factuals. Factuals.
What type of support do you get or don't you get at home?
Oh no, man, I'm a blessed man. You know what I'm saying? My wife, which I'm proud to say, you know, my wife and you gotta say that, especially on these stages, man, because we're in the industry that, especially in our culture, for whatever reason, tries to devalue, you know, marriage and unity and the home front, especially with artists. But I'm blessed to have somebody that's fully supportive of my dream.
There you go.
That, you know, sometimes when I don't see who I am myself, she sees beyond what I see for myself. And that's where that camaraderie comes in. It's very important to have that.
Super important.
And you know, like you said, it's good when we on all cylinders. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
But
you're better when you're firing.
Better when you're firing on all cylinders. But it's a double positive, man. Because when we're not, I make a cold R&B, make you want to cry song.
Yeah, yeah. You build
right. You know what I'm saying? You build off of that. So either way it goes, it's a double positive all the way around.
Yeah, yeah. And that's a good. Listen, man. Listen, I got a better half too who supports me.
Yeah.
Like I say, the motherfucker's still mad because I didn't get the Christmas tree.
Yeah. See, I got our Christmas tree.
Grinch.
You got to go get that.
I mean, apparently, did you get yours yet, Joe? Okay, she gonna get her shit too.
Tree.
Did you get your Christmas tree?
I was tight about it, but she found a deal.
So in terms of do you feel like music is music business or it's just all music? Do you incorporate the business piece of it? Do you have a PRO?
No, I do not as of yet. I feel like in order to thrive in the music business, it has to be music first. You have to really love it. You know what I'm saying? You have to just fall deeply in love with it.
Then what's your goal? Because if you're not signed with CSAC, BMI, or ASCAP, or some company that will help.
Oh no, I got my BMI, ASCAP, all of that.
Okay,
for sure.
Okay,
oh yeah. No, I ain't green now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I definitely got that. But you know, the goal for me is to, you know, have music, you know, playing all over the world, man. Be traveling and doing music, doing shows.
Okay.
But I really, huge. But I honestly, man, I love working with other artists. I definitely want to write with other artists. I want to help other artists develop their sound and their craft also.
Okay.
But yeah, the goal is to perform, bro, nationwide, globally for sure.
Okay. So the performance piece takes a lot. Obviously, you have to be okay with that. I'm an artist. But just putting do you have a project together now? Do you have an EP you're working on?
So yeah, actually right now I'm waiting for the final mix of my last track for my EP. It's going to be a 3-track EP. It's called Realigned with the Divine.
Okay.
I'm going to be dropping that before the top of the year.
Okay.
But yeah, right now I am streaming on all platforms. I just dropped my last
Let them know
project.
that. Let them
Yeah,
let them know.
I just dropped my last project 2023. It's called Big Bless. That's BIGBLESSED by Hook God. And that's streaming on all platforms.
Spell Hook God just so they know if they want to make mistakes.
HOOKGXD. And it's a mantra, which means having our own knowledge of God multiplied daily.
Having our own knowledge of God multiplied daily. Grand rising, right? I know you know that.
Yeah. It's important.
Yes. She taught me that. Grand rising.
Grand Rising. Yes,
Yes.
sir. She a real one. You got a real one over there, man.
She A1. I know.
No doubt.
I know what's over there.
Yeah.
You know, you told me your goal was to just have your music play worldwide and you perform worldwide. Are you ready for the performance piece though? That's a lot.
Am I ready now for the performance piece? I mean, I've done plenty of performances, but I mean, you got to level up.
Though.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. It's the level up though. So I prepare myself daily for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm as ready as I'll ever be. I'm definitely not shying from it. Working on my craft daily, working on my voice daily, working on my penmanship daily. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that when that time comes and when opportunity meets preparation, that I will be ready.
So is there anywhere we can go here locally, right? And see you perform anytime in the near future?
In the near future, I don't have any dates set, but I do have some things in the making. But if you want to stay tuned with anything I have going on, please follow me on Instagram at HOOKGXD, and you'll see any dates or upcoming events there. God.
So, shameless plug. Why don't you do a listening party?
Oh no, we already, come on, man. You know we gonna
cook that up.
You know we gonna cook that up for sure. You know what I'm saying?
You do a listening party, man, and then that way it can be small, it can be intimate, it can be sexy.
Yeah.
You do your thing and you can kind of gauge what people feel, not necessarily what you feel. Yeah, I can feel like, hey, this is the strongest track I got. But nobody's feeling it.
Right.
But the one that you feel like, well, this one's okay, they love it.
Yeah.
Right? So I think listening parties are a big part of just learning what songs to use. What are people feeling, right? So I want people on the Skinny to get, that's why it's called the Skinny, to get a snapshot of who you are, who they are. And then the biggest piece for me is we get the chance, the world gets the chance, the people who see the Skinny get a chance to see you perform. And that's the part that I love the most. I get to see you guys do what you do the best. So
for sure.
In closing, could you please tell them one more time out there where they can find you, social media, where they can find your music?
For sure. Once again, man, it's your boy Hook God. That's HOOKGXD. Live and direct here at the Skinny, man. You can check me out on all streaming platforms, also on all social media platforms. Again, HOOKGXD. Go cop that Big Bless project right now. It's hot.
For sure. And do you have any questions for me before we sign off?
I mean, no, you good now? You got enough water, bro?
Yeah. My assistant came through the motherfucker.
Yeah, I was a little worried about you.
I like a motherfucker swallowed a turtle head.
No, it's all good. OG, you straight. No, we good, man. Thank you for having me, man. Stein, for real, man. It's an honor, man.
Show, man. Thank you for doing the Skinny.
No doubt.
All right, once again, guys, I'm Stein with Skinny Bones Project Studios. I have my main man Hook God on the show. That's HOOKGXD. Right? Having, hold on, hovering over. Hopefully, hold on. Having fuck this hoe. Having our own relationship with God multiplied daily.
Boom, that's good enough. I'll take it.
Let's go.
I'll take it.
Skinny, baby, for sure. Y'all out. We out of here for sure.
Peace.
I can think of a million places I can be, but without you there, all obsolete. You're like a rose, never dwindling. You get better with time. You give me all the peace I'll ever need in this world full of suffering. Lord, you went out of your way the day that you saved me. I just wanna say I'm grateful. With every inch of my heart, mind, and my body, I know I wouldn't be here today if you wasn't there to guide me. I remember being down on my last. I thought that I would never make it back. I cried out, Father, this is your son again. Father, I need your help again, Father, to get out of this mess I'm in. Father, if you hear me, can you help me? Yeah. You always answer my call by showing grace. You remind me that you gave me, you took my place. You're always there with open, extended hands. You are the lifter up of my head. That's why I'll never give my love to another, never give my trust to another. Live my life for you cause I love you, faithful to the end cause I love you. Truth is that you first loved me. Father, this is your son again. Father, thank you for being a friend. Father, you've been there from the very beginning, and you always answer my call by showing grace. You remind me that you gave me, you took my place. You're always there with open, extended hands. You are the lifter above my head. That's why I love